All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got a little bit of a problem. So about 98% of you guys are watching these videos, and 98% of you guys are just clicking off of it. You ain't liking nothing, you ain't subscribed to nothing. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. If you're gonna enjoy the content, go ahead and support the content. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. Just came to get my hair cut. Now I'm about to head on out. Oh wee. Warrior 1700 on gravel. You gotta love that, right? Yeah! Let me guess, a Family Dollar. Dollar General. Close enough. Or March the 5th. I will be a new sales representative at Red Powersport. I'm not really sure how I feel about the prospect of working at a motorcycle dealership at this point. I think I'm still too new. It's still a very big change for me. I'm heading up to Red Powersport today. I got to turn in some paperwork. I had a few questions that I got to ask, and it's probably going to be some stuff that is not going to be explained to me until I actually get there. There's a window of opportunity for me to go back to my last job. I'm just really not trying to do that because I hate my last job. I hate the people that I work with. It's not a lot of favor there. A lot of snakes is the best way that I can put it. Things going on that shouldn't go on. It's more or less high school in a nutshell. I don't want to go back there. I really don't. And for other reasons as well. The fact that I'm moving forward into something that I am good at. I can scale my own growth. I can make as much money as I want to. Well, you know, in a sense, because I mean, obviously you're dealing with people, so you don't really know what people are going to do as far as it comes to sales. But you know, I get to position myself to put in as much work, and it's not like I can go in and do a whole bunch of work and there's no seeds being planted. When I go work at my last job and I do a whole bunch of work, say I walk 25, 30, almost 30,000 steps in a day, there's really nothing I can capitalize off of that. Like I can't, like the universe don't care about those seeds. Only if I had a tripod, man. That would be awesome, huh? What's going on, folks? What's going on? I love this, huh? I hope it's not going to be too loud out here. I'm in the parking lot pretty much across the street from my new job. Had to stop over at Lowe's to get a few parts. Ended up dropping that. Well, I had to replace that screw that I dropped on the video of me replacing or fixing the Warrior's fuel tank. What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. My name is AJ. I'm the OG IT. That is me. That is the original Iron Tight. So in the last video, I discussed me leaving my last job. I kind of talked about it in short order already, but I talked about leaving my last job and going to work in Powersport sales. That is the company that I'll be working for the foreseeable future. So I decided to leave my last job because I was tired of being stagnant. There was no actual growth there. I couldn't develop myself as a human being with real skills. I was literally just a grunt worker with a funny color vest on that made me more important than other grunt workers. Like it wasn't the promise of advancement that the company promised from the beginning, which, you know, I already knew that it was BS, but and I actually wasn't working there for that promise. I was working there as a means to an end. Unfortunately, though, that end never came, so inevitably I had to be the end. I had to decide to end it, and that's exactly what I did. So the company that I worked for was Amazon. I worked for a fulfillment center out here in Central Virginia, and I've been there for about 6 years. It'll be 6 years in April. So I just shy of me being there for 6 years, I decided that I was going to take the plunge and I was going to leave. Even despite that, a lot of people were saying that, you know, we're going to be here forever. You know, you know, you get those stigmas. I'm not sure if other people's jobs have people that act like that, but you know, a lot of people here that get into one job, and because there's not a lot of things to do, there's not a lot of opportunity, people just kind of stay stagnant. And I wasn't for that, and a lot of people here tried to push their beliefs on me, their insecurities on me. They were saying that, you know, this is where I was going to be for a long time, and I decided that I wasn't going to be part of that culture. So here we are. Why did it take me so long to make the transition? I mean, in just fewer or lesser words, I was stuck. I was afraid. I didn't want to rock the boat. I always said that you know, I was going to quit whenever I made a lot of money as a full-time author. I wanted to be a full-time author before I left my job at Amazon. I said that it was the last corporate America job I would ever have in my life. And you know, I sat back and thought about it, and I was just like, I don't think that this is the right move, because isn't that just the same as saying that I'm not going to leave until that quote unquote perfect opportunity comes up? Like, it's the same exact thing. So I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that for my family. And I thought that my wife deserved better than somebody who was too afraid to make a move and go to their next level and strive for greatness. Now that I'm less than a week out from starting that job, I'm a bit nervous. Like, I have to be honest. I don't know what's going to come. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how profitable I'm going to be as a salesman. I just know that I wanted to position myself to bring you guys more value, and I can't bring you guys more value if I'm in the back of somebody's warehouse in a trailer putting boxes on top of boxes. Like, it just really didn't make sense for me to stay where I was. I wanted to be able to give you guys a little bit more with this channel, because I see that this channel is growing and I am excited about that growth, and I wanted to show you guys that I'm excited about that growth. But you know, in addition to that, I wanted to prove to myself that I was able to follow through on something. And I promise you guys content, and the best way to get you guys content is to be in an environment that inspires the content that I give you guys. And because honestly, like, working for a company like Amazon, like, it was cool and all for what it was, but it didn't give me the motivation to get on this camera, get on this bike, and give you guys the content that I've been giving you guys. What gave me that motivation? I don't know what gave me that motivation. It was literally just a miracle for the most part. Like, I don't know how I managed to get the motivation to even work as much as I did, even with as much work as I was doing at work. Like, trying to make it work for so long, I don't really understand what I did there. I don't really get it. I don't. I'm now afforded the opportunity to network with people, network with some of you guys, because there's some people now who say that they're coming to visit. You know, they follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, follow the content, and there are some people who saying they're gonna come visit. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys. I'm looking forward to having the ability to serve you guys a little bit more than just motorcycle videos, because I know that content and having value is important to you. So, you know, you wouldn't be watching these videos if I didn't provide you value. So I am positioning myself to give a little bit more value to my community, as well as to the motorcycle community, my living community, you know, all of these other avenues that I can see myself giving back to you guys as far as the Iron Titans go. This gives me the opportunity, the unique opportunity to allow my worlds to meld together. And that's exciting. Like, I don't have to switch gears whenever I leave work to say, okay, now I'm done in this. Like, say you're at a cubicle job or something, and you're passionate about basketball or sports or something, whatever the case is. If you're working like a cubicle job or a call center job or something like that, you had to completely switch focuses to get from your job and move into that career in sports. Say you want to be like a sports commentator or something like that, and you leave your job from your cubicle job in your office or whatever, when your ridiculous dress code or something, and you had to go to this gym and you had to play catch up every single time you get back to what you're doing, right? You don't get to have conversations about sports when you're on somebody's clock talking about insurance benefits or something like that. You don't get the opportunity to talk about sports. But if you were to transition from a job in a cubicle farm to moving to, say you were a assistant coach at a YMCA or something, or a coach at school at a college or something, not necessarily bring you closer to the goal, but have you in the environment and always keep you in the headspace of doing the thing that you're passionate about. It just makes more sense, doesn't it? I would hope so. I got a lot of examples. Like, reach out to me about some of those examples. I can give you guys a lot of them. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I've welcomed my daughter into the world. She's not even 2 months old yet. I wanted to make sure that I put myself in position to give her a better life. And I wanted to do the things that my parents didn't do. They were too focused on stability, too focused on security to actually make any moves in life. And I wanted to be different. Like, I wanted to take it a step further and do something a little bit more. You know what I mean? Here's the thing with children, right? There's a balance to be had in life, right? And there's a lot of people who talk about, you shouldn't work so hard. You shouldn't spend all of your time working. You shouldn't spend all of your time doing this and doing that, because your kids, they're going to need you. They're going to want to have you around, and they're going to respect you being around a lot more than they respect the grind that you have. But the problem that I have with that statement is that no kid as an adult is looking at the fact that their parents spend time with them. Granted, as a child, it's good for their development for you to spend a lot of time with them. But as an adult, once they grow up, they're going to wonder why you didn't chase your dreams. They're going to wonder why you didn't chase your goals. I wrote a paper about this, about people sidelining their goals and their dreams for taking care of their children. And all of the research that I've done always show that as an adult, these children of the people who sideline their goals to take care of their children, they're always wondering why you couldn't step up to the plate and achieve the thing that you wanted to do. So they believe that it is okay to not follow your dreams and not chase your passion. So I don't want that to be my child. I want my child to know that her parents, their parents, I want my children to know that their parents are go-getters and that we do whatever it takes to succeed, and that we're going to make sure that they're straight, they're taken care of, and that they're happy. So I don't want anything to go to chance there. So my wife and I, we work the same shift and the same days at Amazon. I met her at Amazon. I met my co-host for the Dirty Trump podcast, Marcus, at Amazon. And, I managed to make a few good relationships out of working for Amazon. They're in very limited supply, but with us both working the same exact job, the same exact shift, the same exact days, we can't take our kid to work. So with that being said, it has been the intention at this point for my wife to stay at home. With that being said, if my wife is staying at home, obviously we're cutting down on one income. Now, my question and my concern is that if I would be able to position myself to make enough money to supplement the fact that both of us are, or that she is not working. It just seemed like it made more sense for her to stay at home, and she wanted to stay at home. It's not something that I was like, I flexed my man powers and made her stay at home. No, that's not what it was. She didn't want to go back to work. She hated it just as much as I did, probably more, at least I was able to mentally keep myself in the right space, in the right headspace to endure every single day of BS that we got while working there. But my wife, she was not having it. Like, there was a lot of days where she was stressed into tears because of her job and because of the people that she worked with, and she much rather work at home. She much rather stay at home and work from the comfort of our house and stay alongside our child and our future children. And I want that for her. I want her to have that, because it doesn't benefit me if both of us are at work and I have a project that needs to be done on the back end and I'm at work. It doesn't benefit me. So if somebody is at home to take care of the clerical things that goes on in the business, and whether it's Iron Titan or AJ McMullen, my author brand, or Morton's Castle or something like that, we have somebody on the ground that's able to cover those things. Honestly, I would love my wife to use her big business brain. She has a degree from Colorado State University for business management and marketing, and I would love for her to use that to help forefront our company's efforts. So yeah, man, I would love to have just have her in our back pocket so that we could actually get some efforts done on the back end. I make the product, I drop the content, make the product, and she pushes it out into the world. Like, I feel like that's a perfect setup. And I feel like if she can't make $20, $21 an hour doing that from the comfort of our home with as much effort as I put into doing things, then I feel like that there's something that I'm doing wrong. All right, so a little disclaimer. I do understand that this is a very first world problem. I get it. I understand. There's a lot of people over in other places. There's a lot of people here unhoused. They don't have the amenities and things that I got in my life. They don't have the opportunities that I have. I get that. I understand. But I'm not satisfied with just being satisfied. I make a life of wanting to achieve more, and but God, I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So I understand that this is a first world problem. There's somebody probably on here like, oh, you just being ungrateful, oh, you just complaining about stuff. Whatever, man. I get it. Like, I got a house that I don't want to get foreclosed. I got cars, I got motorcycles that I don't want to get repossessed. I'm working for a living. Like, sue me if I'm in the wrong for wanting a better life. No apologies for that, man. Based on our goals as a family, working a job just to pay for daycare didn't seem like a fair thing for my wife to have to do. And she wants to be around our daughter 24/7. And I had to ask her, I'm like, yo, you sure about this? You sure? Like, that don't sound like a perfect setup. You sure that you want to just stay around this little girl that's crying all the time? You sure you want to stay around this little girl for 24/7? But she's a mother, man. She's a mother. Instinctually, this is what her words, she said, instinctually, this is what I want to do. And I have to go harder. I have to work harder. I have to put myself on the line and make sure that she does that. And the best way to do that was to make this transition into this new job that I got coming up. The biggest thing that I was considering is a motorcycle salesman, a Powersport salesman, do they even make enough money? Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, the guy told me when I was getting the job, he said that, he's known of people, who have made a lot of moves. They put in a lot of effort, and they made six figures in a year. Like, he said that it's not impossible for that to happen, and he's seen it happen on multiple occasions. And even at the dealership that I'm going to work in, he said that he's known of some of the previous salesmen to be able to make that goal of making six figures or breaking six figures in a year. And I don't know. Like, I'm hoping for the best. I got some plans that, this is not all just me thinking that I'm going to position myself in a certain situation and that the sales are just going to come in. Like, I understand how marketing works. I've been working in marketing and sales for 8 years now. Look at all of the efforts that I've been putting in towards into my books. Like, I know exactly how this works, and I'm understanding the sales representative protocol. So You know, I'm looking to getting in there and making something happen, no matter how afraid of the change that I am. I'm still willing to go all in and make sure that I actually do this and give it my all and make something for my family, because everything relies on my ability to make this channel work and make that job work. And if I can't do it, then I don't know what's going to happen to us. I really don't. Like, I hate to, I didn't want to get on here and be morbid with you guys. I didn't want to make a sad video, but in all reality, like, I'm unsure about the future right now, but I'm optimistic that everything is going to work out. If you guys are watching this, subscribe to the channel. Like, that's the least you can do for my troubles, right? You can subscribe to the channel, because you know, this might be this conversation may apply to a lot more professions than just power sports salesmen. I know you know, it's just sales in general. Like, if you're working for commissions, just solely commissions, like your whole life depends on your ability to be able to position yourself and bring more people in. So you know, this is me being transparent, being vulnerable with you guys, like just giving you guys a real insight of what's going on behind the scenes. Like, I'm not just making videos here. Like, this is a lifestyle for me, and now more than ever, it is a lifestyle. So you know, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, just swerve over that like and subscribe button, and let YouTube know that you are down with the Iron Titan, because the Iron Titan need to make some money. Just show your support, guys. Just be here for me. I've been seeing some of you guys' encouraging words in the comment section. Some people have reached out to me on social media. You know, I really appreciate you guys. You know, we're at 205 subscribers right now, man. Thank you so much for rocking with me so far, man. And you know, we got a long way to go, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you for watching, and you guys stay safe out there. It's getting a little warm outside right now. It's 48 degrees out here in Central Virginia. Just be safe, 10 toes down. See you guys on the next video.